One last ride here at the prelims, everybody, and it is, for me, one of the most hyped matches that we've had so far. Foggy versus Starbuck. This is the Western European Elite, or the Central European Elite, facing each other.
Absolutely, a bit of a meeting again of the players who were also at Rara Land. Now, they didn't play each other though, right?
They did it in the qualifiers.
Oh yeah, their Starbuck looked quite good, but I mean at the tournament itself. Yeah, Foggy normally, you know, he was always considered to be almost untouchable by most European players, but something has changed. Has Foggy gotten worse? I wouldn't necessarily say so, but so many other European players have gotten really, really strong, and Starbuck has shown that with multiple different races, and here, now, he chooses human.
Do we have the same maps, by the way? I saw Autumn Leaves, I saw Shallow Grave. I didn't see the third map, but they're the same.
Yeah, I think it's exactly the same, you're right. Springtime also in.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Starbuck was in chat. He was watching the entire weekend. He studied the game tape. He knows what's coming. But is he ready? Can you be ready for this aggressiveness of Foggy? We'll see on Autumn Leaves. It's also a rather classic matchup in the clan division of the Western scene. Raptor Foggy versus Playing Duck Starbuck. Off we go.
And Foggy with a bit of a surprising opening here already, going for the Ancient of War at the Merchant. I'm always torn whether I feel like this is better or worse than the normal build, because of course it gives you level 2 right away. It gives you 2 items because you buy the circlet, but it also takes a lot longer to creep than the normal green, so the keeper is going to be a lot later able to harass, I suppose.
It's a warden though. That's the warden creep route,
Whoa!
Remo. And it is the warden. And I love it because I'm so sure that Starbuck will be expecting that keeper harass, because Foggy did it just a few minutes ago versus Fortitude. He did it 1.5 months ago. This seemed to be the strategy set in stone for Foggy on this very map, but Foggy curveball.
Damn. Okay. Interesting. This was one of the most impressive games that we saw by Lawlight at Rara Land when he was playing against a human here and played the Warden and left absolutely no chance to his opponent. I haven't seen Foggy play it here before, but Foggy was always known to be a great Warden player as well, one of the best in the world, right after Lawlight.
Oh yeah, that is true. He has a phenomenal Warden, but it's been a while since he played it regularly, so can he bring that Warden skills to the table? Off we go. Starbuck on the other side, Archmage opening, of course. Started as Undead, turned to a little bit towards Night Elf, then played Orc, and now in this matchup, Human. Fascinating guy, this Starbuck. Also super likable and lovable guy, but that doesn't bring you success in Warcraft most of the time, so this has to work, but Foggy is already scouting for it.
Starbuck also scouting things out, sees a second Ancient of War with the Warden that's basically mandatory. Need to level her up very quickly. Oh, the Wisp Detonate is super money. You get both water elements and the Archmage. Pretty big mistake by Starbuck. That is not supposed to be allowed. Warden coming in. Is she gonna blink to try to get the last hit? I'm pretty sure she will. Oh, no she doesn't. Okay, kind of surprised.
Yeah, also no fan, but man, the fan is saved for more destruction on the workers. 2 peasants down, and that already shuts down that expansion, and Starbuck feels forced to play 1 base versus Warden.
Yeah, I feel like he did this intentionally. I think this was a fake expansion anyways.
Ooh. The undeads inspire the human now.
And this is kind of uncharted territory. How good is 1 base human against a Warden? We don't really see that much. Some time ago, I guess, on Amazonia, quite a while ago, we would see this sometimes. And with Foggy seeing there is no expansion, he knows the tech is now coming, needs to follow up with his own tech pretty fast. And this might then result in the rare occurrence of Warden plus Naga. On 1 base that can be quite strong for single target focus and all that.
Yeah, but it's Fan of Knife, so how strong is the single target focus in that combination?
Oh, does he have Blink?
He has Blink.
Ah, okay. Kind of weird that he didn't blink in earlier than to get the creep. But, okay. Then, without Shadow Strike, I guess the Naga not gonna be so tempting. Warden taking some damage here. The triple circuit for her, by the way, wonderful.
Yes.
One of the rare heroes in the game who can make very good use of all the different attributes.
Yeah, quite lucky with that, but the tech is extremely late. Why is that tech so late? I mean, yeah, double engine of war, and I guess he invested into one of the circlets, or did he buy both of the circlets?
Yeah, he bought both of them.
Oh, okay,
I
that's
think
expensive.
also he wanted to keep his options open in case of an expansion to possibly go all in. But that was certainly not the case, and I don't mind Starbuck's position here at all. Gets level 3. He's got the way faster tech. And on tier 2... What's the second hero going to be? Should be MK or Blood Mage, I guess.
Yeah, have we seen a Blood Mage all tournament?
I don't think we have so far, no.
Yeah, I know that
Or?
AKM is in chat, so it's a perfect time for a Blood Mage.
Absolutely. And there he is indeed. Blood Mage going to join the battle. Siphon Mana against the Warden can be really good, especially if she doesn't have Blink. That can be very annoying, but she does have Blink, and once she's level 4, she's going to be very mobile. But level 4 still seems to be pretty far away.
Yeah, crazy investments into Foggy. Wait. Is our overlay bugged? No, he builds double Hunter's Hall.
Oh, that was a mistake. He cancels one of them.
Ah.
Whoopsie. Foggy getting ready to continue creeping. Ancient of War bottom right. I like that. What is the other Ancient of War doing, though? He sends it back to the main base, not to the next creep camp, which normally we expect from the Warden, so it looks like Foggy is anticipating to be pushed soon and wants to have the AOW to defend.
I don't hate that. Because, oh, that's a lot of damage. Because what's Bucky supposed to do if not push? He has to push at some point, doesn't he? It's a lot of damage.
I'm not sure that he does, actually. I feel like if he gets really high levels, if he gets a big caster breaker army, that can work out pretty well against bears, especially if you retrain late game for AoE.
I don't know if he can build that big army, but yeah, Foggy's also far away from tier 3, so there is definitely a chance. Foggy's resources looking good. Starbuck as well. Blood Mage, is he leveling already? What's he doing? He's just spending time in the... He's blocked. He was blocked. Was he blocked?
Yeah, he was blocked for a long time. But now he is free.
Whoopsie.
Freedom ring, freedom ring. But what Starbuck is seeing here is that the tech for Foggy is quite late. Also, the lores have been delayed. This Archmage play, excellent. And with the bears so much delayed, a tech can indeed be... I mean, a push can indeed be quite scary.
I guess the only thing that's not delayed is the level 3 on the first heroes. Everything else is definitely a little bit postponed compared to the normal games. Warden, another fan of knives, getting closer and closer to level 4. This is when she really starts to shine, as you said, with the level 2 blink. And finally the Blood Mage is able to creep as well, but only a very small camp.
A player's forces are under attack.
So I gotta invest the next Pharaoh Knives here to get the experience. Yeah, certainly will. Alright, he got the level 4. He's got some great items. This Warden now very strong, but Siphon means she's got no spells to use.
Damn, blink doesn't cancel Siphon when you blink into range of a Blood Mage?
The more you know.
You didn't know this either, right? Or did you?
Nope.
No, okay,
But,
nice. I always feel dumb when this happens and I'm realizing stuff that I should know, but very glad you got my back.
The right clicks, though, also quite respectable from the Warden. Oh, but good blocks. Starbuck keeps his priest alive. Every priest here matters. Warden now getting blocked herself, but she's got the blink level 2. She is very mobile, gets out there easily. Bears are finally coming, but still fairly far away from mastery.
Okay. Yeah, Bucky's creep speed is incredible. That's level 2. Is it Banish or Flame Strike? Banish it is. Not too sure if it's that great. Foggy still on 1 base, still below 30. His army is so weak, but tier 3 around the corner.
The other Ancient of War now also brought to the main base. Foggy certainly expecting to get pushed here. I feel like it might be a mistake for Starbuck to push. But maybe he's afraid if he draws out the game, the Warden gets level 5, at some point level 6. Dealing with that on 1 base is basically impossible. So maybe this is the consideration here. You have to kill the Warden early on for the very, very late game. And here we are. Peasants arrive. Some towers might get set up soon.
Ooh, if he could get a Moonwell and prevent more bears, that would be fantastic. We're still 30 seconds away from Master Bears and more, but we got Anti-Magic ready, we got the Roar ready, we got Redo ready, and this is a push that will probably decide this game.
Archer's doing a great job here from long range. Fan of Knives also more damage, but good saves also with the Banish. That Rifleman is saved and gets additional healing in this ethereal form. But some units are going down. And the Warden experience bar is the most important thing. Once she gets level 5, things will get very rough for Starbuck.
And of course the mana bar, because now there's no spells available anymore. It doesn't really matter if she's 4 or 5 if there's no mana to use. The Blood Mage is doing a phenomenal job. The workers in the back, not so much. And Foggy, has he weathered the storm? We have bears online.
The Banish here against a single bear is very effective. They're gonna be rendered useless here for quite some time. Big heal scroll as well. And a Wand of the Wind on the Warden. So much disable here in Starbuck's army, but perhaps not that much DPS.
And the Blood Mage is also pretty damn dry. There's nothing to siphon from anymore.
Absolutely. More Wisps coming in, detonating against the Banish. But Foggy so far has managed to really reduce the losses, has almost lost nothing. Going for the Moonstone, and needs it badly. The mana in the Moonwell is extremely low.
Starbuck has no lumber anymore. That's also a little bit of an issue, but he gets the Berserker. 3.5, Blood Mage close to 3. And if Siphon level 2 is online, there's not going to be mana available anymore if Foggy is not super duper careful. Bears are hurt. Orb of Venom. Ooh, what an upgrade.
Absolutely. Foggy's waiting for the bears here to be ready to engage. And this is a lot of bears all of a sudden. 5 bears, 5 archers, no dryads to speak of at all. Which of course wouldn't do too well against the rifleman.
No
Arcade Tower also about to finish. The one source is so valuable. Doesn't want to lose that one.
Ooh, close affair. Shop still online. Still Siphon doing the God's work. Arcane Volt coming. Can these rifle out damage and out kite the bears? Nice detonate against the Wand of the Wind. Nice save by Foggy as well. And all of a sudden the Blood Mage is in a world of trouble.
May need to banish himself over here. The Warden blinks in, looking for the kill. She's level 5 now. She's getting more kills, and Foggy may be able to do it now. Banish saves the Blood Mage for now, but it might be too many bears. It might be too much damage. Foggy, can he break this contain finally?
Oh, the Blood Mage, one hit, and the blink secures the kill. Level 5.5 all of a sudden. Massive, massive level ups. Foggy is retreating to a degree because the bears were all suffering, but he can't even get the shop up. He has to rebuild that level 2 Blood Mage. Takes quite some time, but Starbuck's still fighting.
The rifle's now in quite deep. The Fan of Knives doing so much damage. The what's it called? The Orb of Venom. Also, the Priest is trying to heal against it, but the Archmage still not quite on level 4. Needs one more kill. Going now for the Arcane Vault build. Needs that badly. He needs those clarities. He needs those region scrolls.
Oh, yeah. And then some time. I wonder if he's gonna get that time against multiple Fans of Knives coming. Foggy, almost the mana, the money for more mana potions here. And every single level 3 Fan of Knives is just so deadly.
And now he's gonna get level 6. One more kill. That is it. And this should be curtains. Yep, calls for the GG right away. He knows once the Avatar arrives, the game is certainly over. And Foggy makes it work with the Warden.
Nice game. Nice game. Well played. I like the Warden. I like to see it. And I also like the reaction from Starbuck to just say, I'm not going to go for the expansion. I'm going to go for the all-in. It's cool to see when players, human players, are comfortable with more than one style. We see a lot of times human players, maybe that aren't experienced with other races, not really want to go into one-base play. They just want to expo at all costs. But for Starbuck, I like that he transitioned into a different sort of style. I prefer personally the Alchemist with that push, but the Blood Mage certainly found some value as well. But Shallow Grave, another Warden map for map 2.
Or, as we've seen, a Beastmaster map. In that regard, pretty similar to Last Refuge. We're still $140 away from the 2K, and time is running out, everybody. Once again, thank you, TumTum and Chris, for the contributions. It's been a while. Are we really not getting 2K at the end of the first weekend? Do you want me to be a sad chosen one? at the end of this weekend? I don't think so. So go to W3Cfinals.backtowarcraft.com or at Match Reno, look for W3Champions and contribute if you can.
Absolutely. All right, guys, here we go. Shallow Grave once more. I feel like this map really suits Foggy well. Foggy has always been a player who thrived on being very versatile, having many different strategies. And here on this map, there's different creep routes you can go for, different heroes you can go for, different push strats, or maybe even expansions you can go for. Looks like this is perhaps Foggy's new favorite map. And just like earlier, it's going to go for a neutral hero build again.
And I would definitely assume that it's a Beastmaster. Starbuck, as we said before, saw this, knows it, and now I'm curious if he opts for Mountain King as well. I wouldn't bet my life savings on it.
Okay, he's not going for the Merc Camp, which is going to mean he can expand much earlier, I guess, if he wants. Yeah, I've been very surprised to see an MK here. Archmage it is instead. When the Archmage gets level 3 with the level 2 Water Elementals, he can be quite strong at holding on against the pushes. But Foggy's also always super on point with the Shadow Priest, with the Wisps. I feel like Foggy really thrives in these early aggressive kind of games.
I agree. So let's see if the Beastmaster is as efficient as it was against 40. It's definitely going to be a different game. Will the creep routes be the same though? Is Dr. Bucky going for the mercenary camp? I'd say yes. How about you?
I feel like he's probably not going to go for it. I would assume he's going to go for the Renegade first. The fact that the Footy's already scouting seems to indicate he doesn't want to commit everything, perhaps, to the Merc. Could also be a bit of misdirection, though, if he wants to point the altar in the other way. But if I had to guess, I would say he's probably... Wait, he's going for an instant expansion. Oh, is he? Oh, wow. Instant expansion play by Starbuck.
Ooh, boy, that's risky. But all right, let's see if this works. Foggy is harassing this immediately with 2
all right.
Wisps. Oh my god, 2 minutes 22 on the clock. High pressure situation.
Yeah, the Beastmaster committing quite heavily. The fact that he's aggressive here means, of course, he's not creeping and he's slowing down his progress quite immensely. Starbuck calls back the militia. I think if Starbuck creeps his whole camp, gets all the experience, doesn't lose any units, it might be really far ahead in this early game.
Yeah, I would agree. Good approach so far. Beastmaster wasn't creeping. There is 4 archers now to start this camp. Okay. The initial 20 seconds, not that great for the beastie, but he will have some time to shine, just as this Archmage. Creep now starting, even though it's like 30 seconds delayed. Should just work out.
Yeah, I think this is an amazing opening for Starbuck, and of course he knows where the next creep of the opponent is going to be happening. Picks up the level 2. A good item here could help tremendously. Periapt, not really good. Ring of Regen and the Claws here, the best items. But the Beastmaster does have the time to creep the camp fully, and getting the Wand of Mana Stealing, not bad for him at all. Every bit of mana here matters quite a bit on the strength here.
Yeah, we have a Summoner's War, basically. And if you have mana superiority, that's pretty great and hard to achieve against an Archmage usually. That Periapt not really doing so much, so yeah, I agree with you that it is a solid one. But Expo is coming up, also splitting the attention between Tower and Expo. But Beastmaster, he's on the prowl.
And again, we see Foggy going with the Hunter's Hall with a double Ancient of War. He has really gotten a taste for this aggressive play. And really good position, by the way, on this proxy AOW. Never seen it up there before. And I'm pretty sure neither has Starbuck.
I'm so sure that this is a Moon position. He got this for a Moon. 1000%.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Absolutely. It feels like Foggy needs to do some damage here. The bear is trying to harass against the peasants, but good micro there. The peasants all seem to be surviving, and the Arcane Tower going to be finished soon. Archmage took some damage, but of course doesn't have to worry about things like Shadow Strike or Entangle here, so should be fine enough. But the push that's going to be coming from Foggy soon is going to be scary, because the Archmage is never going to get level 3, and he doesn't have Mercs. It's not going to be easy to hold. He needs lots of militia and lots of footies.
That's the downside. If you go for the expansion right away, you will never have the time to clear up the mercenary camp, and you can't pull every time. It takes way too much attention of your game. How's the tower situation? pretty ungood.
The player's forces are under attack.
I don't know, man. I feel like Starbuck's in a world of trouble already.
I like the fact that he's going for the shop early. He's going to need clarities
Yeah.
and region scrolls very, very soon. But he's creeping the green camp here, getting harassed a bit by the Beastmaster. And now Beastmaster gets level 3. Gonna go Bear level 2 this time. Earlier it was Quill Beast, but this time he's going Bear instead.
Yeah, wonder what's the cause of this. Bear getting surrounded. Yeah, maybe because the mercenary camp isn't up and there's no dispel, but wouldn't that be a reason for Quill Beast and not against it?
Starbuck committing hard for this Bear kill. Doesn't get it in the end. He took a lot of damage on the footies. I think that was a big mistake. I think he way overcommitted to the Bear. He lost 1 or 2 footies there. Took some damage, but the good thing is he's got the shop ready and he's going to be able to heal up right away. But this pressure is going to be scary.
Remo, he got defend. That's the reason against the Quill Beast, I guess. That's something that 40, I think, didn't get. But yeah, that is a massive amount of damage. And Starbuck holding on to dear life.
So much damage against the tower.
Yo.
That is so much damage.
Yo.
Can he repair against all that DPS? I don't think so. I think it's just simply too much. Clicks it down. Militia comes in from the main base.
Ooh.
A bit too late, I feel like.
And there's also an AP coming. So this is not even the final form of this push. Okay, everybody throws everything into this. The Berserker's around. Real nice by Starbuck.
Yeah, big kill. That was lots of experience. Archmage now close to level 3. He needs 1 more Huntress and 1 more Summon kill. And that would be enough for level 3, which would be a big, big help indeed.
The
AP,
Shadow Priest?
1 gets cancelled, but 1 did finish. Oh, big detonate. Double detonate possibly. Oh, both Watch Elementals gone.
Oh, the bear. Is that level 3? Foggy is so ready to deny. He waited 2 minutes for this deny. Shadow Priests are running out of mana, so the Water Elementals could potentially be strong. But at Starbuck's side, there's nothing strong anymore, as everything is just hurt and about to die.
1 Arcane Tower, perhaps not enough to hold on. The defense footies have done a pretty good job so far. Militia called from the main base. This might be the last round of Militia. Nothing left beyond this on Lumber, more or less. And Foggy's push is not stopping.
Ooh, of course not. He's still on tier 1. He's dedicated to this push. He has to do it. Starbuck, while being pressured, has tact. So he's almost finished. But his Lumber is super low.
Yeah, with the tech finishing here in a moment, I feel like he could perhaps afford to give up the expansion and just build a caster army. Foggy's stuck on tier 1,
Yeah.
but now going tier 2. I think Foggy knows he's going to kill the expansion here before too long and wants to have a transition for when he does.
Foggy's micro looking good. Saves a lot. Level 4. Oh, wow. It's Hawk.
The Hawk?
The Hawk?
I hate the Hawk. I think it's so bad. but fair enough.
Remo officially Hawk hater.
Yeah, it's also like a 60-second cooldown, right? Like it takes forever. It doesn't do much damage, but well, it is a bit of a nice, bit of a different taste, I suppose.
Looks really good.
The army here for Foggy is still super strong. The Hunts, the Archers, the Mercs. More and more dispels. Gets rid of the next Watch Elemental, and this Archmage still not level 3, man. He's so close, but he can't get there.
And that XP gap between now and level 3 isn't even really closing. And another scroll of regen. Hawk is, of course, tremendous against finished towers. But towers are also good against Hawk, so that evens out, kinda. Arcane Tower will eventually fall with the axe swing. But now we got a Panda. And that's a different situation now. Starbuck establishing his game on tier 2.
Yeah, perhaps I was too early to call this. I thought Foggy would certainly be destroying this expansion, but if Starbuck holds here, if he can push back Foggy and remain on 2 bases, Starbuck is a huge lead, a gigantic lead.
He has also 700 gold, so he can invest into potions now, which helps with mana especially, of course. Huntress surrounded. Is that finally level 3? And now he has to share experience, so probably not. Hawk trying to put some damage onto the footies. Okay, still not 3. Oh my god, what a crazy game.
Yeah, pretty nuts. Mana potion popped right away. Like you said, he's got the gold to go for potions pretty easily. Beastmaster starting to drop very low, level 4.5. Big detonate again against the Watch Elementals. But as you can see, take out the Hawks easily. And that is level 3, finally on the AM. And that makes things so much easier. And Starbuck seems to be in a good position if he can finally kill off this AP.
But tier 2 is done for Foggy as well. It's not like Foggy never tagged. He's transitioning then into, I don't know, Dryads, Bears as so often. But of course everything on 1 base.
Yeah, the thing is, Foggy to stay even in this game, he needs tier 3 first of all, and perhaps he even needs a second base. Neither of which he has. Starbuck is looking better and better. Give him like 2 more minutes of free macro, and Starbuck is gonna have a big lead. It seems like Foggy's under the gun. It needs to do big damage right now.
Yeah, but how? He's going into lores. That will take some time. He wants a level 5 beastie. That will take some time. The beastie is almost dead. That's not too great. He still has an army, and this army will be useless in just a bit. The Shadow Priest almost useless already because there's no mana. The Huntress will just melt in a bit. But what do you do with them?
Yeah, Foggy definitely in trouble. Before this game today, the aggressive play has always worked out really well. But now it might be a bit of a different story. But Beastmaster, level 5. We got the level 3 Bash Bear with Blink. Super tanky, very hard to deal with. And Bucky is correctly expecting aggression. He's setting up towers everywhere. Wants to make sure he doesn't fall to the next push.
Oh man, he needs more arcanes though, and he needs a higher level Panda. The Alchemist against the Breath of Fire. Love that choice for now. But how will this
Absolutely
scale?
amazing.
Yeah, for now
It's
it's
alive
good.
right now. It's really good, absolutely. But once again, big push coming in. Heal spray on the bear to try to save him, but that is not quite enough. Starbuck falling back. This shop here at the expansion. Perhaps the game saver for him. Without the shop, he would have died a long time ago. And now we got 2 towers standing at the expo. But still a strong army going up against it.
Oh boy, the Beastmaster is level 5 as you said. But that arcade, no repair anymore. Gets the bear prior to it.
Surround!
Oh, wait, hold on.
Beastmaster is stuck!
Oh, wow, and
But he
he's
gets
blocked.
out just
The
barely.
heroes can't get out. Blocked by Huntress. Okay, now he can.
Call to arms there was used, by the way. Every single peasant came in from the main base. I think that was a great call by Bucky. He knows he can give up on some income here. As long as he holds, this game should be his.
Panda is in range, but might be out of stock. The Huntress
Can't
can
get in.
easily cancel.
He can't get in! He's stuck outside!
If he's bashed, he's dead. Oh, potion, finally. But how do you get out?
The Invis hunts!
Oh,
my
no!
god!
The Panda falls, and they're supposed to be the carry. Invis
got 3 towers here,
Huntsman
though.
in pure moon fashion.
He does have 3 towers here, though. It's hard still to break this position. The Panda starting to be revived. I think Foggy should go for the altar. Take out the altar, prevent the Panda.
Ooh, that's smart. Dude, I love Chemical Rage. Yeah, he needs some damage. He's still somewhat stuck in his own base. Kind of surprised that the hunts are not canceling the healing. You could sacrifice 1 to just get rid of the regen scroll. And man, Foggy's listening.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he can repair against this. I think it's too much bouncing blades. I think it's too much damage.
Oh yeah.
Starbuck probably has to go for the Tavern Res, for which he doesn't have the resources at the moment.
He's distracting. Doesn't want to lose his entire army at the moment. And Foggy's not going tier 3. Like, it's not that bears are around the corner or anything, or anything else that could finish this game. But the Beastmaster's back, and so is the bear.
Big heal scroll there as well. We got the Dryads now. Should be plenty of abolishes ready soon. Foggy still has 3 Shadow Priests, though. They take up supply here pretty inefficiently because they have no mana anymore. They're not the best units without this spell. And the Panda does have the time to come out. And now we got 1 Sanctum finished, and the Rifle Caster army is going to be super strong against this Night Elf Calm.
Still 50-50. No real solution against the bear. He's also going for a workshop. Probably just for detection against Invis units after this. The Sanctum is not getting through. And Bucky is also supply blocked. Like, this is not over yet. The tug of war continues.
And we got so many more bears. Dude, the bears are so strong. They're blinking into the back. The towers can't deal with them fast enough. Starbuck needs to come south fast. And he probably also needs to call militia once again. Oh, wait a minute.
Slaughter! There's not much left for Bucky, is there? These rifles, they never stop the hunts. They're just getting taken out.
Where are the militia? He needs them. He can't fight without the militia. Now they come finally, but again, they are a bit too late.
But Bucky holds again. He finds the time to repair.
Yeah, that's a very big deal as well, but more rifles are falling. Oh my god, Foggy got so many kills, dude. What a sick game. It's been super aggro. Wait, is that level 3? Oh, level 3 Panda. That's huge.
Is it though? Because the majority of the army will be Dryads.
Well, at the moment, those still good for holding. Archmage again, I need to make it back to the shop. This Arcane Vault. If Bucky holds, it's because of this vault.
Yeah. Like, who supplies this arcane vault?
Yeah, no problem with the, what's it called?
Lieferkette.
Forgot the term as well.
It's
But that
magic.
was
It's magic, Remo.
Painful couple of minutes here for Starbuck. He lost so many units.
Yep.
And Foggy knows he must keep pressuring. If you leave Starbuck alone, he's just going to build too strong of an army. He has to keep on finding damage.
Foggy has 0 lumber anymore.
A player's forces are
That's a problem. He can't go to tier 3 in forever. Dryads are rather lumber heavy for what they are. He's stuck on a lot of gold.
Beastmaster out of mana at the moment, by the way. The next bear might take a long time, and finally a depth training finished. Finally there is Dispel, and this is going to change a lot.
Okay, it's still massive, massive bear, so it's not like one Dispel is getting rid of one summon. It's quite costly to get for them, or to go for them. But yeah, Bucky's stabilizing, isn't he?
Dude, what a sick game. Starbuck has been under so much pressure, really stressful. He's been getting pushed here for the last 7 or 8 minutes. But now, Foggy may have finally run out of steam. He doesn't have too many units anymore, and I think most importantly, he's out of mana.
Yeah. No more bears, no more heal spray. No redo, no tier 3. And also an army that doesn't really benefit from the so powerful Orb of Venom. This is freedom for Starbuck.
And some people say Shallow Grave is not a great map. Please.
Laughable. Insub, are you listening?
Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, Beastmaster though, steps back to the main. There was lots of Moon Dews in here, and now the Beastmaster is once again full to the brim with mana. That's going to be a lot more aggressive potential. Like you mentioned, we do have Priest Adept training, but that bear is still hard to bring down.
How much of a factor is level 6 Beastmaster, Remo? Because Stampede and no cancel, no disable might just wreck this space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It could be perfect. Also to take out the towers in the back, perhaps. Gonna force the TP home. Starbuck is in a decent position here. Everything clumped up though. Once again, getting attacked right away. The bear's taken out. The heal spray. There's only going to be one of them. And the Dryads may have a tough time against the Rifleman.
Oh, Alchemist staffed out, but what about this Beastmaster? He's close to 6, he has no TP and no way out, but there's also very little crowd control. No Stormbolt to work with, no Banish to slow him down. This is
I think
crazy.
he's done it.
I think so too.
I think he's held. Only option now for Foggy is get the level 6 and kill the base with Stampede.
Yeah.
He can't win a fight anymore. It's too late.
It's also too late to tech.
Game.
This is
And
so
that is
exhausting.
that's a wonderful confidence booster for Starbuck. If he wins here, which 95% he should, this is a great game to get a W in. Where you're under so much pressure, where it's so stressful, but you eke out the victory. If he does in the end, Starbuck has a huge lead here. Basically, the only thing he has to consider now is don't allow a counter expansion for Foggy, and don't allow yourself to get wrecked by Stamp.
Yeah, and we are 84 experience away. The bear is trying to get solo kills on these peasants, and of course he's getting them, because peasants are made out of paper. Whatever the flesh equivalent of paper is. But for the first time in 18 minutes and 50 seconds, Starbuck is pushing.
One Moonwell taken out right away. The bear here is still quite strong, but we have so much Dispel. Can he insta-give the bear with 5 Dispels? Kind of. Foggy has to micro-react the bear. Does that very well. And the Moondew is running dry very fast.
No TP. Can he get that Moonwell? Ah, the region was used. That could have been prevented, I feel. Even supply. And we're inches away from Stampede. 51 XP.
Starbuck also getting stronger here with more tech going for the workshop. The Dryads, of course, might suffer quite a bit against the mortar teams. The mortar teams and rifles, by the way, play very nicely together if you have a decent amount of both, because the Dryads have to hop on top of the mortar teams to try to take them out. But if they're in so close, they can get gunned down fast by these riflemen, who of course have 2-0 upgrades. Alright, Foggy. He needs a genius play to come back in this game.
He's capable of doing it, though. We've seen him in so many games.
Oh,
just
the
like
rifle
this.
gets caught. That's level 6. Blink.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
Bash.
missed the opportunity here, perhaps.
No. E.
Oh.
Level 4. Bash. No.
Got him.
That's it. Oh my god. That was just 1 second away from the next dispel.
All right, and now there's another thing to consider. The Stampede. And that can absolutely be dangerous. Starbuck always, I think, needs to make sure he has a TP now.
Yeah. And, oh, Foggy, that was a little bit too easy, I guess. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Only a telestaff. Wait, is he dead?
Oh, he can't die, of course. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, what a game.
This Alchemist, by the way, 1300 HP already. Nice. Level 5 as well. Level 3 heal scroll, heal spray, not to be underestimated.
I assume he's not going to use too much Chemical Rage. But when he does, that's going to be some sick right clicks.
Oh, true. Yeah, usually what brings the DPS of an Alchemist down is attack speed. But with Chemical Rage, that evens out. And we're at 79 max damage already. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Dude, if he finds the one of the wind here. Oh my god! That's so good!
Oh, he seems to find a good angle of engage. Takes out one or
Why?
2 or 3 units right away. The Creep Jack. Painful for Starbuck. And the Dryads surviving for quite some time. Your Stampede! Used!
Cyclone
Oh,
though.
but he got the wand.
Oh man, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire once again, but only on the Alchemist. That is the high ground here for Bucky. TP out if he wants to, but he wants more experience. Oh, the Zeppelin Micro! Pretty great.
Oh my god, dude. What is going on?
I have
Watch Elemental's
no
free
idea.
experience.
Ouch.
Dude.
Level 5.
Level 5 Archmage.
Mortar.
Is that even that good? Dude, Starbuck lost so much.
Yep.
What a Creep Jack. Beastmaster level 6. Alchemist level 5.3. Dude, if this Alchemist gets level 6, all bets are off.
Dude, but that Stampede wasn't really necessary. That's 3 minutes of a cooldown. And it had no impact thanks to the one of the wind.
Back to one base. Main's expired.
Wait. Oh,
Tree
wow.
walked over.
True.
Starbuck saw it.
Yeah, that flying machine,
What
man.
a game, dude.
Once again, little disclaimer. I once again used the snooze button on the Twitch ads, so I can't prevent the next ads. Sorry about that, but if you're a sub, you won't get them, or if you have Twitch Turbo, you won't get them either.
So many Dryads. Foggy doing a really good job. After that push failing and him not killing the expansion, almost every time the game would be over, but Foggy kept his chances alive. With a ton of Dryads, strong upgrades, and now also Ancients of War. These 2 AOWs help a lot. They have Nature's Blessing.
Oof. The bear again in the worker line. And he will be getting some kills, but this is a massive push. So many militia. Will this feed the Alchemist up to level 6? Can the Brewmaster get up to 5? Can the Mortars lay siege to the tree? So many questions.
He's got the Stampede soon-ish.
Ah,
And this time there's not going to
70
be a Wind of the
seconds.
Wind anymore.
So many Dryads. My entire screen is filled with Dryads!
Heat spray on the Alchemist. Seems like the Beastmaster needs to join in the heal spray here. Priest, super far forward. Way too far forward! Huge miss micro on the Priest by Starbuck.
Ooh, the Zeppelin also crashing. Foggy has is losing
No way.
a million Dryads though.
Dude, what is even going on here?
When Remo is speechless, you know it's great. But the Mortars are still there. Foggy has nothing left. Beastmaster! Woo, the
One
greatest
breath away
escape.
from dying, but it seems like Starbuck just barely has enough. While the expansion, by the way, has almost been demolished as well on the other side, but it's Foggy who's going to lose History of Ages, and that might finally be the nail in the coffin then.
Oh my god. Okay. That is no more income for Foggy. The Mortars did the job. But you know what? Oh, Starbuck also almost no income because the bear was just ravaging.
He can use... How much Stampede? Is this on cooldown?
Nope, it's done. He can use it.
Okay, base race time, boys.
Okay, but there's the second big base. Foggy is moving a lot of wisps to the north and he queued something.
Dude, the Alchemist is level 5.6. He's gonna get more experience here from the peasants. Actually, he's not quite picking it up.
Okay, Stampede number 2. But, okay, Foggy needs to play hide and seek. He sold a lot to be able to build something.
Yeah. Bought a heal scroll. Alright, he's starting to hide buildings. Tree of Life, bottom right. And then a lot of wisps in the top right as well. Bottom left.
Does Starbuck still have the gyro? No, he
Yes,
does.
he does.
He does. That's so helpful.
What a game. Jesus Christ.
You know, a wise
The first
man.
one was pretty one-sided. Foggy looked really strong there. But here Starbuck seems to have the winning position. Or does he? It's hard to tell.
A wise man from Canada land once said Human vs. Nidal was the best matchup in the history of this game, and you know what? He might be true. He might be right. I mean, okay, Bucky scouted 1 tree.
He's got 0 gold, by the way. Starbuck has 0 gold. It's always scary in a base race when you can't make a new building. He does have peasants still. Ah, okay. He's making a town hall. Protected by a cannon tower. On the right-hand side.
Oh, wow. Okay, you can't power build anymore. This will take forever. Ancient of Wonders, dead. But Foggy has more buildings. There is one on the left-hand side, and that's a tree, so he won't be revealed.
Yeah, that's a good position on the tree as well. I think that's hard to anticipate, but the panda is pretty close to it. Foggy can make more buildings, though. He's got the wisps ready. He's already making an Ancient of War. Foggy is an absolute champion of base races. Normally super strong in these kinds of games.
Yeah. Okay, Foggy has 12 wisps. That's a lot. Bucky also 10 workers. Dude, FFA is starting early. Oh, the tree has been cancelled and found. Wisp dead. 1 Ancient of War, that's it.
1 building. 1 single building for Foggy. And it's not finished yet. It's the AOW.
There was no cancel, was it? I'm not too sure.
I didn't quite see that either. Alright, new building coming.
But it's...
Absolutely crazy game.
How long does it take until you're exposed?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
But it will say it normally.
Yeah. But how do you break this tunnel now? You need another Stampede.
Alright, Foggy. He's gonna go for it, as it seems, but the position is great for Starbuck. The mortar team's in the back, perfectly protected. This looks like a good fight for Bucky.
Yeah, man. These mortars are wrecking the Dryads in the back. Can he out-heal spray the damage? We'll see about that. Is there a need for Starbuck? I mean, he can't run. Not from this. Level 7 on the Beastmaster. 5.8 on the Alchemist. Level 6 Archmage, that should be mass teleport. That's the way out. He needs a bash. He's not microing, and he escapes. That must be game. What can you do against mass teleport?
Yeah, this is such a big advantage now as well. He can send out Water Elementals on the map, use them for scouting, and then mass CP onto them, unless the Dryads find them, I guess. Foggy still doesn't give it up yet. Dude, Alchemist is almost level 6.
Yep.
He needs 1 more kill. Very smart of Starbuck to make a new Town Hall here. If he hadn't done that, he might be losing this game. But with this Town Hall, with this base, this game must be it.
How did Foggy get the gold for another Tree of Life?
He sold everything.
Well, that's a way. Okay, this has to work. And I was afraid we're done too early for the FFA.
Dude, look at this Ancient of War. He could eat his way into the trees and do mega lame.
Oh no.
Hide in the back.
Don't tell me he does that. I mean, this can be scouted with the gyro still, but it's so hard to do.
Starbuck is now teching on his single base.
Dude, how helpful is this hawk, by the way? Because he's invisible.
How weird is it that when you click on an arcane tower, you can see the resources of the player, but when you click on a cannon tower, you can't see it? The hell is that?
Oh.
Starbuck building the Great Wall of Slovenia over here. Setting up a perimeter of towers.
The infamous. He's also checking for more potions.
Starbuck is not making farms.
He has enough.
Well, he still has a ton. Yeah, true.
Yeah, he
In
has
the
a
top
million
left.
farms.
Doesn't need him.
Of course, the potato farmer got... the flying machine.
Oh, the hawk finds the flying machine.
And you said you hate the hawk. How awesome is this hawk now?
The hawk's so trash, bro.
Come on, give it up for
So
the
bad.
hawk. In this situation, give it up for the hawk.
I will not. I think if he had gone Quillbeast, he would have had a much better chance of winning, but it is what it is.
Quilbies, schmilbies.
Alright, Ancient of War gets taken out. Trio of Life finishing. He's gonna be mining soon. I mean... Dude, if Foggy wins this game. If Foggy wins this game, he wins this tournament.
Okay, we'll see about that. Mass Tally. Panda level 6 also, not to be underestimated. That's the solution against Stampede, but he doesn't have that solution yet. So that base is under a big threat. And Transmute is there as well.
Well, that Stampede didn't do that much.
Carson, how are you enjoying yourself?
It's been good. It's been good over here. Don't worry
That
about
says
me.
it all.
Alright, it's time to abuse Transmute. 60-second cooldown. It's kind of low mana though. Would love to see a shop perhaps for clarities, but Foggy is super broke.
Usually I'd say Transmute can win every single game, but we've seen Transmute lose a game this fall, right?
Oh yeah. Starbuck is still far ahead. Closing in on Panda level 6, by the way.
Player's forces
As if we hadn't had enough ultimates already.
Yeah, he needs that, I guess, for the Cyclone.
Oh, the Breath of Fire! He can kill 3 wisps over here. But he's not sure if he wants to reveal himself.
He has no staff or anything. Okay. Continues to lay siege. These Moonwolves are
Oh! Quad kill!
Whoa,
He got 4
ouch!
wisps!
Okay, obviously I missed that. Best observer in the game. But the Moonwolf is also down. Bear. How does this Panda get out? Mastelli, I guess.
Got the invul and the Drides have to back up. Too much damage against them. Panda is freed.
Mortar, stay back! Whew. Foggy stemming against the defeat. He doesn't want to play game 3. He somehow wants to win this, but so hard.
Foggy doesn't have enough mana. If he was full mana here in his heroes, I think maybe this might be doable.
Ooh, 2 kills about
Dryads.
to happen.
Charging in. Level 6! Oh! Earthstorm and Fire.
He
4 ultimates in
He
this game.
my call. And this Fire Panda is just absolute nuts. Look at the damage. He's just melting. He's shredding this Night Elf army. GG! Bucky forces game 3. Holy moly! And now I'm waiting for Carson to dissect this game.
Well, pretty good play from both. I thought Foggy was actually going to have it. Foggy is so good in those positions normally where he just needs a tactical play to come back. Like, he has Mass Dryads, he has the summons, he has every tool he needs in order to play more hit and run, to find reinforcements like he did with that rifle close to Starbuck's base. He's so good at those situations, which he obviously proved here, but I don't know where it necessarily went wrong. There was a time where I thought Foggy had it won. Once Foggy, I think hitting level 5 Beastmaster, he was in a pretty good spot, and then when he had that big chunk of Dryads at Starbuck's base and the gold mines were starting to run out, I was like, okay, Foggy could probably do this, but he just didn't find a way to kill that town hall. He needed to send summons. He needed to find that town hall in construction and send summons there, because like he could have canceled the towers and then continued sending summons. He would have had a Hawk level 3. He needed to chip away and harass that expansion. By the time, because Starbuck also had to kill his buildings. By the time he had killed all Foggy's buildings, Starbuck, and he had just AFK'd his army at the town hall, that's when it was over. Foggy had to do something about that town hall at Foggy's Natural before all the buildings were dead, I think.
What a game. That was so sick.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. I personally think the Hawk wasn't the right choice. I think Quillbeast would have been better. And maybe 1 or 2 Glaives when he was pushing the expansion earlier. That could have helped, perhaps. It's always risky to go for, though. Glaives are kind of trash units, but they can help with, you know, bringing down the Town Hall. It was just razor sharp. It was super close. That was a great game. One of the best ones so far this tournament.
Yeah, and the second game to go beyond 30 minutes, I think, or the third.
Did we have one yesterday?
Yeah. Lawlight vs. Soen, I think, was super long.
Oh, yeah.
It's freaking crazy. Your support is also pretty crazy, everybody. We're closing in on the 2,000. We're only $90 short because Proto Man Warcraft 3 has contributed to the cause. Also, Rigor Mortis buying profile pictures. Third, QI, Dukin, Guranga, Tamtam. All these awesome souls. $90, guys. You don't want to leave us hanging on $90 when you get 30-minute plus games with 4 ultimates, do you? That would almost be a shame if we stay below 2,000 after this hell of a show.
Yeah, we thought we were going to be done quick today too after all that, but then they definitely give us the matchup we thought was going to be maybe favored for Foggy. They give us some epic games with this, and Springtime is map number 3. I'm wondering, can this map deliver? I haven't seen too many super epic games on this map yet.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Another one with a Merc Camp. A much, much easier Merc Camp to creep than on Shadowgrave. Not as easy as Echo Isles, but, easier certainly. And we have the super strong Ice Troll Berserker and the somewhat weaker Ice Troll Priest here. I wonder if Foggy... I think he's going to go back to Keeper. I think he's going to go back to Standard and Normal. I would expect the Keeper here once more.
Yeah, here on this map, Keeper is basically guaranteed, I'd say. It's just easy to creep, it's great to harass. I don't think the map is old enough to have elaborate Warden creep routes, for example. Would be a great surprise. Yeah, I'm definitely with the Keeper here as well. I also think Beastmaster strategy is not too exposed here.
You have to keep in mind, though, if you play Beastmaster, you get the Polar Bear. That's a big
plus. That's true. But is it style over substance? Or is it substance over style? Is it roots over Polar Bear? Springtime will tell us. We say thank you to Mr. Brappy for the 3-month resub. Love you guys so much. J Salarex, Scuba, Arcade, Moke. Beauty of a tickler on you, Carson, he says. Storope with the 5 gifties.
Thank you.
Marco with the sub, Guranga also with the sub, Volke, and Chamiko with the host. So without further ado, everybody, this is the final game of the first weekend of the one-on-one W3Champions Season 12 finals. Starbuck or Foggy, who joins the top 8?
Ooh, the pressure is on. Super tense game. Very stressful. Starbuck came out on top. A long map. If the third map delivers in spades as the second one did, this will be a series for the ages. But it's going to be a different kind of a game. We have no neutral hero this time by Foggy. It is going to be an ultra hero. And yeah, Warden seems very unlikely. I think, as we said, it's time for the Keeper.
Yeah, the question is, how does he play the Keeper? Because expansions are definitely doable on the human side here. It's also holdable here. And then how do you crack this? We've seen some desperate attempts by Night Elves. They said, I don't know what to do on this map. I have to go for this all-in push with Mass Huntress and with APs and glaives and stuff. Otherwise, the human is just overwhelming. So I wonder if Foggy is of that opinion too. And if he wants to play it like he played it on Autumn Leaves. And then if Starbuck has a solution to that. But that's a lot of ifs.
Absolutely. What Foggy certainly has proven by now is his willingness to play aggressive with going Huntress's double Ancient of War almost every time here so far against these human players. I wonder if Starbuck has the guts to go up against it just like he did before on map number 2. The Mercenary camp here could help quite a bit. The Berserker here very strong with the high move speed. The Shadow Priest though doesn't have to spell, and the thing about high move speed is when you get entangled, that doesn't help you. So there's also always a big risk. Going for that Berserker can backfire on you if the Keeper finds that kill.
Yeah. I think Todd had one of the best solutions against this Night Elf push. That was mass rifles. With the expansion up, that looked so strong, but the execution was also super duper strong. I wonder if that's a play here. We have the Huntress Hall that clearly shows the way Foggy is going.
Player's forces are under attack.
All right, Foggy does it again. Catches his footy in the middle. Is that enough for the level up? No, not quite. But taking out one footman early, also valuable. Creeping this camp is taking forever, I think. Starbuck tried to prevent the High Priest from casting Inner Fire, but it didn't quite work out. And it takes him quite a while here to get that level 2. Picks it up finally. The ring +4, certainly not the best. Whoever gets the Berserker here also is a big deal. If Foggy could steal this Berserker, that would be massive.
He got Circlet and Mantle already. That's pretty good. So Bucky, does he want to expand? Does he want to creep this camp? The Sasquatch, once again, not to be underestimated. Also on the 12 o'clock. Foggy getting ensnared. Okay, that's first blood for Bucky.
Wisp going to the Merc camp. This is such a big deal. Who gets this Berserker? Starbuck doesn't have the gold right now. Wait a minute. Oh, he can't get it. This one's going to go to Foggy, guaranteed. Oh, no, he canceled something. But it could be an entangle. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's expensive. That's
Uh-oh.
so expensive. How do you want to save it? To the left, I guess, but Foggy could block with the Wisp. Ah, entangle. Just enough.
Maybe it was still worth it even to lose it for Foggy not to get it. Perhaps you could make that argument, but that was still expensive.
That's some brain gymnastics right there. Maybe it was worth it for Foggy not to get it, so... Okay. Yeah, I understand. Now at second thought, okay, it's a lot easier than on first listen. We do have some piercing damage with the Troll Priest. And Bucky is attacking. And Foggy as well. One base, one base.
Starbuck showed him the tech. Foggy fell back, seeing the tech. Now he's going for the natural creep. Is he going? He cancels the tech!
What?
It's a fake tech! What?
At 4:30 and Blacksmith as well.
Oh my god, dude. The fake tech. We're all over here playing checkers. Starbuck's playing chess.
Here comes the old StarCraft Starbuck. The S in RTS is getting bigger and bigger and bigger in Warcraft 3.
Oh, the Hunt saw it though. Foggy followed up the scout with the Hunters in the main, sees the cancel tech, now he knows what's up, and now the pressure is on. And things get chaotic again.
With rifles, that might be doable, but he needs the Blacksmith for that, and Treants still problematic, but we're trying to get this expo up. What are these games? Can we make this... Duro, Head Admin, can we make this a best of 5, best of 7?
Yeah, these games have certainly been delivering. The Priest is gonna go down. At least he was able to heal a good amount. Some peasants here also very hurt. Seems to be easy kills for Foggy, who's closing in on level 3. He did reach tier 2 already, by the way. And here comes the Panda.
Oh.
And the pressure continues.
Oh, that's big. No mass hunts, no glaives, no APs. But the tier 2 transition might turn out to be genius.
This is painful. This is really painful. Oh, Starbuck, he did so good on map 2. But here on map 3, things seem to be falling apart. Foggy's getting so many kills. Nexus with the fire comes in. All the peasants at the expansion have fallen.
Yeah, and in the main, there's not too many left either. Staff out by Foggy. Clearly having some lumber issues here. The Treants are still around to put pressure on this expo, which is only at 3/4. And we know the Keeper. He's ready soon.
Yeah, I think if he just goes tier 3 now, Foggy, and goes for a bear bust, there's no way to hold it. But he may want to be more aggressive on tier 2 only, which also is going to be scary. Starbuck is ultra far behind. Needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat here.
All these footmen so hurt. Panda's just waiting to ignite them. We do have rifles. A better solution against Hunts and Dryads. But the Water Element is also so much experience. Close to 3. Deny. Oh, so important. But 3 footmen.
Oh, one Hunters goes down, but there are more to take their place. The Entangle's so strong. Takes out the next rifle. That one also denied. Lots of denies, lots of experience being prevented. But the Dryads are coming, and soon the Water Elementals will be a non-factor.
Is there a chance? What if he goes
Forces are under attack.
double racks now? He has no resources, right? He has no resources. He needs forces on the ground. He needs boots on the ground. Archmage hurt, Footman hurt, Echo wrecked, Keeper close to 3. This looks really, really good for Foggy.
Archmage dropping low as well, still has the TP, summons one of the last water elementals that's going to be relevant. Because again, the Dryads are coming. D-Spool is already queued. Oh, and one rifle getting caught.
Ouch.
Out in the open. If that's not a deny, that's level 3. And here we go. Keeper finally level 3. Whether he goes treants or entangle, it's too much. GG called. Starbuck does lose, but did prove to be very competitive and gave us a hell of a show.
Sad day. The Huntresses seem to be pretty strong unless somehow you manage to hold and then you go into a 35-minute game. They seem to otherwise be maybe even the best strategy against this expansion. It seems very tough to hold the strat from Foggy. I think more priority on level 3 earlier. I said earlier would be good, but in this case, Starbuck got all that, and then his expo was too late, so it's, you have to juggle too many things, it seems like. But nice try, Starbuck. He gave us one memorable game, and that's more than some can say, so.
Dude, so sad. Like, the players we said goodbye to today, and yesterday, top 3 finisher of AWL in 15 Sway, top 2 finisher of the World Series in Lawliot, one of the best humans in the world in Chemico, and Starbuck, who entertained us so much. That's freaking crazy. The round of 8 is so packed. We got a perfect race distribution in the play-ins, and we're also pretty close to the perfect race distribution in the top 8. We got 2 undeads in Happy and Labyrinth. We got 2 orcs in Focus and Soin. We got 1 human in Sock, and we got 3 night elves in Colorful, Kaho, and Foggy. Ooh, this lineup is great.
Oh, man. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be some sick matchups. Great start off into the season finals here with the play-ins. And I think there's one more thing to be done, right? We want to figure out what these pairings are gonna be.
Mr. Remo, he's leading the way already. I have to set this up, so you guys have to talk about W3Champions and plug the hell out of the best server in the world who gives us these amazing games.
Remo?
Boys, W3Champions has been by our side and has saved the scene for the longest time already. You know it. We all know it. And you know what? I know some people haven't played that much recently. How about for the new season, we start again together? Install W3Champions if you haven't already. Jump onto the ladder. Whatever your skill level may be, you can always find amazing matches. I must admit, I myself haven't played too much these last couple of months. But I'm also going to jump back into the grind again with something very novel for me. I announced it before already. I'm gonna start learning Night Elf. This, I think, is gonna be quite fun. I'm gonna make some enemies, especially Slash, I believe, is gonna refuse talking to me. But yeah, so far I've only played Undead, of course, before, but there are different tastes in the world of Warcraft 3. And yeah, excited to start the progress there as well. And once I have a bit of practice, can't wait for Carson to start his ladder stream. And it's gonna be time.
I was
stream snipe.
I was about to say I would love to play your Night Elf. I think that'd be a big boost to my ego because I would dumpster you, Remo Demo. Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't think your Night Elf is ever gonna be good enough to beat me. Okay, because I may hate Night Elf, Remo Demo, but I'm actually pretty good at the matchup. Okay.
At the moment, I am absolutely horrendous with Night Elf. That's true.
Okay.
But I assume, 2 weeks of practice and should be good. I mean, it's Night Elf after all.
2 weeks takes you that long to watch the Huntress build order YouTube video?
Guys, Remo challenged Kevin to a reverse race match. It's gonna be Night Elf versus Undead with Remo playing Night Elf and Kevin playing Undead. And I can't wait for that day to come. I have to have this as soon as possible just to see Remo getting dumpstered by all the strategy that Undead has to offer.
You are so clueless. I tell you what, whenever that matchup is, we haven't set a date yet, but when it's going to happen, you know what date that's going to be? You know what day that is going to be in the history of Warcraft 3?
Best day of my life.
That is the day where Kevin uninstalls Warcraft 3 and Discord and throws his PC out the window because it's going to get so trashed by me. No chance.
Remo, everyone is gangsta until your moonwells are empty and you got 8 frenzy ghouls attacking your tree of life, okay?
I want to see you get ghoul pulled. I want to see 40 gargoyles in your face. I want to see you getting destroyed by necro wagons. It's going to be the greatest day.
I know you want to see that, Neo, but the thing is, Undead takes a lot of practice, and Kevin's always busy. And, it's Night Elf. Come on, bro. Be real.
Stop the Night Elf hate. Night Elf players are the best in the scene.
It's no hate. It's just the truth.
It's hate.
Hey, there's
hate
three
speech.
there's 3 in the tournament, so we're all right. We got plenty of people representing their favorite race, if Night Elf is their favorite race, okay?
All right then. Okay, so we had 2 buckets of players. The first bucket is the players that are qualified via the ladder, the top 4 finishers of the ladder. That is Happy, Kaho, Colorful, and Focus. And we draw them first and put them on to Liquipedia, and then we draw their opponents. So who will be playing the opening match? Happy, Kaho, Colorful, or Focus? Spin the wheel! You know it, Carson. You know it.
I do that every week.
And okay, first player is Colorful. Woo! I love that sound. Second player, spinning the wheel, is Kaho. So we might get a Night Elf mirror in the winner bracket semifinal. Dude, Kaho, for the first time, I think, in the top 4 of the worldwide ELO rankings. That also means that Happy and Focus are in the same bracket if they win their winner bracket matches. So who's going to play the third match? Is it the World Series winner? Or is it the Korean Orc? Pretty clear that it's Happy. So Happy has a day off on Friday and will only be playing on Saturday and then most likely Sunday. And that leaves Focus with a day off as well. And now we will draw their opponents. Zip. Which I have to set up once again. So first winner was Labyrinth. Second winner was Soin. Third winner was Sock. And fourth winner was Foggy. Do you have any dream matches in this bracket?
Well, I'm just excited to, in general, I think, see Soin play some more. So I think, the harder matches Soin can have, the better. But I think later on it'd be nice. So if you could avoid Happy, that would be great. But because I would like to see them play in a best of 5. But yeah, all the Soin games, looking forward to.
Remo, any dream matches for you?
Sock versus Kaho.
Sock versus Kaho. Okay, but first we will decide the opponent of Colorful, who plays the opening match next Friday at 3 p.m. Central European Time. It's Colorful versus Soin.
Ooh.
It's a good game. It's a good game. It's a tough game for Soin. Colorful is a killer in that matchup.
No trickery, though. It'll be pure standard, like different from what we saw Laliat do, like, where he tried to mix up different strategies, different timings. Colorful is pretty close to the bone, just tier 2 mass archers, so.
And he has a week to practice, and it looked really good what Soin was doing in his usually weak matchup. So now we determine the opponent of Kaho, who ends up in the upper bracket, or the upper part of the bracket. Sock, Labyrinth, or Foggy. Spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel. And it's Kaho versus Foggy.
All right.
Interesting.
Night Elf mirror we didn't get today.
That's really interesting. That's pretty much a styles clash. And I wonder if Kaho is ready for Foggy's unusual style. Because, of course, he plays Colorful and the Asian Night Elves a bunch of time. But Foggy, still a big fan of the Hunt, still a big fan of the Potom.
Yeah. This is super cool, especially for Foggy specifically, because when he has a week to prepare, he has the most beautiful, well worked out builds.
Yeah. So the next player that this wheel ends up on will absolutely hate me, because that is the opponent for Happy. Labyrinth in a mirror or Sock in Undead versus Human.
It's Sock 100%.
Close, but it's Labby.
Ooh.
Okay.
That gives us the 2 remaining matches. That is Happy versus Labyrinth, and that is Sock versus Focus.
So what's nice is we're gonna get Focus versus Happy and Soen versus Happy as well. So we'll get him to go run through the gauntlet of orcs.
Well,
Nice.
maybe Labby can surprise him in Mirror. Are you
Maybe,
counting him
yeah.
out
I mean,
yet?
he's good in the chaotic games. He's good in the macro chaotic games. If he can force it 2-base, I'm thinking Lich Me or something like that. Maybe, maybe he can thrive in that sort of chaos. And of course, Sock, if he plays a really good series, there's absolutely a chance. But Focus is just a killer with Farseer Headers.
That's true. That's very, very true. So I'm updating Wikipedia. Then the bracket is hopefully available in our overlay as well. Did this work on first try? Oh, nope. Not yet.
It works for me. PogChamp.
Oh yeah! There we go. The bracket, everybody, for the next weekend. 3 days of Warcraft extravaganza with myself, Carson, and Remo. Colorful versus Soen to open the day up. Kaho versus Foggy as a follow-up. Then Happy versus Labby. And Focus versus Sock. Then, of course, the rest of the bracket. It's a big bracket. It's an amazing bracket. And can we get a new champion? Will Happy be dethroned? Lolite is not here to challenge him for the 3rd time in a row. So we will have a new finalist. That's for sure. But who's gonna be it?
Ooh, and you know what? I just keep thinking about the Orc players. It's Orc Brain again striking. I mean, there's that new build order for Orc against Undead, everybody. So, you know, Focus versus Happy, Focus versus Labyrinth, Soen maybe in the grand finals if he can beat all the Night Elves, which he looked really strong against it. That new build order, I haven't got to cast any games of it yet.
Dude, this is gonna be good. This is not gonna be easy for any of the players. Very much looking forward to that. I would be even happier if you could boost this number above Remo's head up to the 2000s. We're still $80 short. You can still get the profile pictures on the match arena to represent your desired race or all of the races and all the legendary players that we have had in the scene in the past 20 years. Undead Crest with Happy, Madfrog, Ted, 120, Lucy, Fourth, Sweden Space, Orc represented by Lynn, Zakard, Fly, Grubby, Focus, Lucifron, Dayfly, and who? The humans, Infi, TH, Sky, Todd, He-Man, Mio, Insomnia, and Yumiko, and the Night Elves with Creo, Moon, Remind, Hot, Lawliot, Deadman, Check, and Soju. So grab them while they're hot. They're only available until next Sunday, and then they will never ever be available again.
Ever. Bum, bum, bum. You're supposed to be the sound effect man, Remo Demo. Come on.
Ba-ba-boom.
Thank you. That was actually lovely. Well done. Well done.
The sound effect man. Okay. Well, that's it for you guys. It's been a pleasure having that TriCast. It's a rare occasion. We're only able to afford this for the W3Champions final because we're all very, very expensive talent, and we usually do the solo cast and sometimes dual cast, but W3Champions is so close to our heart that for that occasion we do the TriCast. What are you lads doing for the rest of the evening?
Remo?
Watch the FFA. Watch some Counter-Strike.
Yup.
And
me too.
I'm feeling like ordering a burger, maybe, you know? A chill, nice evening.
CSGO. CSGO. Of course, you guys should dual monitor it, though. I know it's the major. I know it's the last 2 days of the major, but you guys got to watch the FFA. And then I'm going to go to a show. If you guys happen to be in Vancouver and you want to go to the Biltmore, I'm going to see a band called Fleece tonight. I'll see you guys there if you guys want to come hang out. Yeah, I'm going to go see a band. I'm going to travel, and then I'm going to go talk to somebody about making a music video. I'm going to have a meeting tonight. That's half the reason why I'm going to Vancouver, because we're in the process of that. More info on that to come in a couple weeks, guys. I will fill you in very soon.
Carson's getting so famous, dude. We will lose him to the rock and the roll. But okay, I will spend my evening with you because we're going to reset the stream real quick. We add the 10-minute delay that is necessary for FFA, and then we're going to have the second semi-final with Ishan, aka Nightwing, with Arenicus, with Godfather, and Devi, who's going to join Quest, Natepu, or Neutron, and Leluami in the final next Friday. We're going to play on Fountain of Manipulation, which is a great map. I know that much. So you guys don't go anywhere except to the Matcherino of the War3Champions finals or to the War3Champions Discord to apply for dev position or moderator position or a graphics guy position, or, you know, just to say thank you. Just join the Discord or tweet at them for the amazing job that they do. I thank Mr. Remo and Carson for the amazing job that they did today and say goodbye and leave the last words of the one-on-one broadcast to my colleagues.
Ripperino, Cappuccino, Hoppuccino, Mappuccino, Dappuccino, Al Pacino, my dude Arinos. I'll see you guys at the next Streamerino.
We love you all. Peace.